You said it's kind of understanding everything that you guys talked about in training camp and preseason up until this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could look at our assist numbers and see that we are moving the ball, we're spaced well, we're getting good looks, and that's a very good indicator of good offensive basketball. And then the fight and all the things we're doing defensively. Ross got hot, obviously, but we're fighting and we're showing a lot of resilience. So, yeah, 33 assists tonight really kind of shines a light on your question as far as, we're starting to get a little bit.
Coach, can you talk about Christian Wood's big third quarter?
It was huge. He was, he was angry and he wanted the ball more. And, he was picking and popping and making shots. He was bringing it up and finishing at the rim. He caught it in like the little mid range and went. He did a lot of good things and got us the lead because of that. So, his aggressiveness is super important for our group because, not just for him, but it opens it up for everybody else. And, his energy along with Tate, as usual, got us going.
Coach Eric told me after that the look down the stretch was for either him or Christian. Can you just speak to Eric as a veteran, having gone through experiences like this, being in moments with tie games and how he was able to deliver?
Yeah. We drew the play up for him to catch it up top and make the right play. And he did. They both jumped to the left-hand side and he went right and got to his little floater that he works on and he finished it. But, I think you see his professionalism. I think you see his competitiveness, on a team that, we got a lot of young guys and we need that veteran leadership and that veteran know-how, that he gave us tonight. And he was really, really good and had to play the point in the second half with Scoot out. So, he's a big piece of what we're doing. And like, I remember might have even been media day where I was like, he might be the most important guy because of that. And, it's ringing true.
You're getting crushed on the glass for most of the night. Just those few minutes where you had Alpi and Wood together. Was that kind of why you wanted them out there?
I had to get Seawood back in the game, and Alpi was playing great. So without Scoot, that gave me the ability to play those two guys together. But yeah, we needed to get the rebounds. We were making Ross miss every once in a while. We weren't getting the rebounds. So having those two big guys out there together definitely helped kind of settle us and finish possessions.
As skilled as they are, is that a duo that you can go to maybe a little bit more in the future?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, they're both very skilled and they're both very good with the basketball. And to have two guys out there who can rebound when we're struggling on the boards, yeah.
Rocky with a 13-point lead. How much of that do you point to a lack of a point guard on the floor? And what's the solution? Especially if Kevin Bird Jr. is going to miss some time, how do you handle
Yeah, we just have to manage our menu of plays that we go to down the stretch and make sure that we're all on the same page. We had a few loose possessions down the stretch where Seawood usually plays the 4 in those settings, and he was at the 5, and he had Alpi had just gone out, so he had played the 4 like in those minutes prior. So he was in the 4-man spot instead of the 5-man spot. So if you saw like disjointed offense, that was a little bit of the reason why. But we just have to make sure that our menu is super tight going down the stretch, especially if Scoot's going to be out.
Is it just down the stretch or in general? The lack of a point guard, if he's missing time, something that needs to get working.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about the importance of having DJ Augustine back out there on the floor, especially with the spark that he gave in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, he was great, especially for not doing much for 3 or 4 days. He always settles us down. We always make sense when he's on the floor, especially on the offensive end. But his two threes were huge for us, and his know-how and you combine that with his shooting ability, definitely helps our group. And like Jonathan's saying, like with limited point guard play, it's important to have DJ to settle us down.
What about earlier about the passing? Do you get a sense that they're getting more confident of what they need to do offensively in certain situations?
Yeah, they're definitely getting more confident, but they're also getting more comfortable. You know, we threw a bunch at them early in the season, and you know, we were disjointed for sure, and guys didn't know where or when, and now they're starting to get a better understanding of the where and the when and the how. And for us to be as good as we can be, moving the ball has to be paramount. And in order to do that, you have to play with force and play with space. And we've been doing that the last 5.
You talked about just the stretch when it looked like things were unraveling a little bit, but they were able to hold on. How the difference in how that happens now and maybe 3 weeks ago, kind of where you guys are mentally?
Yeah. I mean, we had the feeling that we were going to win the game, and we ran the baseline out of bounds, which that was a quick 5 seconds, but we rallied, got a stop, and you know, got a good execution at the end of the game, which is huge for us to draw a play, execute it, and finish with 1 point whatever seconds on the clock. That's another like mini win for our group. And when we're looking for big wins, obviously, but like the little wins are very important for our group as well.
But you run a lot of plays through Shingle when he's on the court. Can you just talk about his aggressiveness tonight, though?
Yeah, he was good. I mean, we try to play both high post and low post with him, and he changes us because he is a low post threat, and he has those spins and fakes and that kind of thing. But when Scoot isn't on the floor and we don't have as much ball handling, he's someone who can handle and make plays and make good decisions. Like, the last game, last game, he was actually the inbounder, for our late game play. So, he's a very good decision maker at 19 years old, and we try to put him in as many positions where he can do that as possible.
Kevin, do you have kind of a feel for, is this just going to be maybe a lingering thing for a bit?
I hope not, but I don't know. I mean, it has to get right. And, you know, him trying, like he's a competitor and he wants to play and he wants to be a part of what we have going on and all that. But, it's hard for him because he irritates it. It seems like every night. So, I don't really have a good feel for how long it's going to be, but we definitely need to get him right.
Is it basically, it feels the same? Like, you think he'll probably feel the same today as he did maybe yesterday? Is it just basically pain management, I guess?
I really don't know the answer. I'm sorry.
Scrappiness with Garrison Matthews and what he gives you guys.
Yeah, Garrison, I mean, he was so upset that he was missing all those shots early. And he told me, he was like, I'm going to make one. And he made 3. And he's just relentless and not afraid and gets his nose in there. Got another charge tonight. And he's always a big part of the last 5.
Final question on
Steven, at this point in the season, do you feel like you have a sense of kind of what your rotation and lineups are going to be moving forward?
I think so. We've been pretty consistent over the last certainly 5 games, but yeah, I think I have a pretty good feel for who I want in the game and when, and I think the guys are starting to get a feel for when they're going to be going in the game, and I try to give them some latitude as far as if they're playing well or not, but you know, it seems like we have a pretty good thing going.